Every layer cake begins far from the kitchen, in fields where wheat slowly ripens under patient sunlight.
Harvesting machines transform ripe wheat into the first step of flour, blending nature with precision engineering.
Once collected, wheat begins its journey toward transformation, carried from fields into the heart of processing facilities. Inside towering silos, wheat is stored and prepared for the transformation that turns grain into fine flour.
Powerful milling systems refine raw wheat into ultra-fine flour, the essential foundation of every layer cake.
Fresh eggs are carefully selected and inspected, ensuring structure, richness, and consistency for perfect cake batter. Fresh dairy is churned into rich butter and cream, adding softness and depth to every layer.
Refined sugar crystals are purified and standardized, bringing balanced sweetness ascension to layered cake harmony.
Vanilla and cocoa are carefully prepared, unlocking deep aroma and flavor that define every memorable layer cake. Before baking begins, every ingredient is measured with precision, ensuring balance in every single layer of cake.
Flour is weighed down to the gram, creating consistency that defines the structure of every layer.
Liquids are carefully measured and balanced, ensuring smooth texture and perfect moisture in every batter.
Eggs are separated with care, providing structure, richness, and stability for the cake's delicate layers. Butter is softened under precise conditions, achieving the perfect consistency for smooth and stable emulsification. Dry ingredients are sifted to perfection, removing impurities and ensuring a light, uniform texture in every batch. Each ingredient is grouped and tracked, forming a structured system that guarantees consistency in every layer cake. With every ingredient perfectly aligned, the stage is set for transformation into rich, flowing cake batter. The mixing begins, where measured ingredients start transforming into a unified cake batter.
Powerful mixing action breaks down dry textures, creating a smooth and elastic batter base.
As speed increases, fats and liquids bind together, forming a stable and silky cake batter. Air is gently incorporated, giving the batter its lightness and soft, sponge-like structure.
Vanilla and cocoa are folded in, infusing deep flavor throughout the entire batter.
Batter reaches perfect uniformity, smooth, stable, and ready for baking. Once perfected, the batter is carefully transferred into containers for precise portioning. Every batch is tested for texture and consistency, ensuring flawless performance in the oven.
The batter enters a precisely controlled oven, where heat begins transforming it into soft sponge layers.
Inside the heat, trapped air expands, lifting the batter into soft, airy sponge layers. Advanced systems regulate heat and airflow, ensuring every sponge bakes evenly from edge to center. A golden crust forms as the interior develops its signature soft and airy structure. Entire batches move in perfect rhythm, baking evenly across high-capacity production lines. At peak heat, the sponge reaches full volume, light, stable, and perfectly structured. Once baked, the sponge layers are gently removed and prepared for cooling. Sponge rests, stabilizing into a soft and structured foundation for layering. After baking, the sponge enters a controlled cooling phase, where its structure begins to settle and stabilize. Heat escapes slowly from each layer, allowing moisture to redistribute evenly throughout the sponge. Precision airflow systems control temperature and humidity, ensuring each sponge cools evenly without collapse. As temperature drops, the sponge firms gently, locking in its airy yet stable structure. Technicians carefully inspect each layer, ensuring perfect softness and structural integrity.
Balanced airflow preserves moisture inside while gently drying the surface to perfection.
Once stabilized, each sponge layer becomes strong enough for precise stacking and assembly. The sponge is now perfectly stabilized, ready for precise layering and assembly.
In controlled mixing chambers, cream begins its transformation into rich, stable frosting.
Butter and cream are whipped into a smooth, stable frosting with perfect aeration.
Natural flavors are infused, enriching the frosting with depth and aromatic richness.
Rich chocolate ganache is carefully blended, creating a deep and velvety frosting layer.
Cooling and controlled mixing ensure the frosting holds its structure and smooth consistency.
Each batch is calibrated for perfect color, texture, and flavor consistency.
Once perfected, the frosting is transferred into precision systems for controlled application.
The frosting is tested for perfect stability, ensuring flawless layering and finishing.
Perfect sponge layers move into position, ready for precise structural assembly. The first layer is placed with precision, forming the foundation of the cake's structure.
Velvety frosting is applied evenly, creating soft, flavorful separation between each sponge layer.
Layer by layer, the cake rises into a perfectly balanced architectural form.
Laser-guided systems ensure every layer is perfectly aligned with mathematical precision.
A final sealing layer of frosting binds the structure together, creating a unified form.
Each assembled cake is tested for balance, ensuring it holds its structure under perfect conditions.
Structured cake stands complete, ready for final refinement and finishing artistry.
Special fillings are prepared with precise consistency, ready to enhance every layer of the cake. Filling is carefully injected between layers, enriching texture without disturbing the structure.
Inside the cake, filling spreads evenly, ensuring every bite holds perfect flavor balance. As filling settles, the structure is carefully stabilized for perfect balance and alignment. Reinforcement layers ensure the cake remains stable, smooth, and structurally secure.
The cake is rotated and scanned, ensuring perfect balance in every direction. All internal layers are sealed, locking in flavor, moisture, and structural harmony.
The filled cake stands complete, perfectly balanced, and ready for final surface artistry.
The assembled cake enters the finishing stage, where surface perfection begins.
A base layer of frosting smooths imperfections, preparing the cake for a flawless finish.
Specialized tools refine the surface, creating a seamless and uniform texture across every layer. Edges are carefully shaped, ensuring perfect symmetry and flawless vertical structure.
A final polishing layer removes imperfections, leaving a perfectly smooth surface.
Laser-guided systems ensure every millimeter of the surface meets perfect standards. The cake rotates in perfect balance as its surface reaches flawless uniformity. With its surface perfected, the cake is now ready for final artistic decoration.
The perfected cake enters its final stage, where craftsmanship becomes pure artistry. Delicate frosting patterns are applied with precision, adding elegance and texture to the cake.
rich chocolate drizzle flows across the surface, creating bold contrast and visual depth.
Fresh fruits are carefully placed, bringing color, freshness, and natural beauty to the design.
A fine dusting of sugar adds a soft sparkle, enhancing the cake's visual elegance. Every edge is refined by hand, ensuring sculptural precision and artistic balance.
The centerpiece is placed with precision, completing the cake's artistic identity.
The cake stands complete, transformed into a perfect blend of structure, flavor, and art. Before leaving the facility, every cake undergoes strict quality inspection to ensure perfection in every detail.
Advanced scanning systems verify structure, alignment, and decorative precision with absolute accuracy.
Skilled inspectors verify texture, stability, and finishing quality with trained precision. A protective seal is applied, preserving freshness and design integrity for transport.
Each cake is labeled and tracked, ensuring full traceability from production to delivery.
The cakes are stored in controlled environments to maintain freshness and structure.
Carefully packed, each cake is loaded for secure and temperature-controlled distribution.
From factory to city, the finished cakes begin their journey to customers.
Every layer is crafted to perfection, delivering a taste of elegance in every slice.